there is a massive shift coming in what our federal government is investing in.
Right, because they're looking to neuter the federal government. This
Yes.
regime is.
Yes. Mind you, neuter the federal government and your taxes is going to stay the same.
Period.
The tax cut is not for you, not for me. So that's the thing that I just don't understand about how people can look at all these cuts as a good thing when you ain't getting more money back. Maybe if it was like, okay, well, instead of me having to pay $5,000 in tax, I got to pay $1,000 taxes. Okay, so then cut all that shit. Maybe I can understand that. But you're paying the exact same amount, in some cases more.
There you go.
And you're getting less bang for your buck. I don't know why anybody would sign up for a value proposition where you get less for what you put in. If I went to, I won't say McDonald's because everybody too good to go to McDonald's. Okay, so I'll say, if I went to Olive Garden, okay, and everybody, people like Olive Garden. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I went to Olive Garden and they say, "Listen, it's only 2 breadsticks max," you ain't doing unlimited. We're not gonna keep grating cheese until you say stop. We're not doing the unlimited salad no more. You get one plate. And then I'm like, well, bitch, the price is still $21.99. Where's the discount? Oh, well, we're not giving you no discount. We just giving you less. People would riot. Oh my God. It would be headline news. Olive Garden ain't doing unlimited breadsticks.
Would be out of control.
Everything. Then it would be like, okay, y'all, just kidding. We gonna do the unlimited breadsticks. We're gonna do the unlimited salad. Y'all spoke. We heard you. That's what it would be. So think of your taxpaying dollars that come out your check. You don't voluntarily give it. They snatch it from your check.
Period. Give us our tithe.
Hello. So think about your check going in. The federal government is Olive Garden. And you ain't getting the breadsticks, you ain't getting the salad no more. But you're still spending the same amount. That's fucked up.
My God.
Let me just list off. Now, I did not do this original research, so I'm quoting the post. Giving credit where it's due. PBS News, you can find them News Hour on Instagram. 46 programs.
Here we go.
Economic and jobs. Economic development assistance programs. Grants to struggling communities. What struggling communities usually look like. Okay. Economic Development Administration, Job Corps. This is something that I don't know if you saw the heartbreaking images, Erica.
Oh my gosh, girl. And in my hometown where I'm from, Southwest Georgia, Albany, there is a Job Corps that's there. And there are people that from all around the country that go there. But those people do end up going on to do wonderful things. They do find a respite. They do find a second win, a renewed opportunity.
Yeah. And let me just point out that Republicans are the ones who, when they're trying to be against student debt relief and they're trying to be against free college, don't they say things like, well, we need more vocational training. Everybody is not for a 4-year university. Everybody and yet you want to shut down the Job Corps program. Okay. AmeriCorps as well, which is officially known as the Corporation for National Community Service. Minority Business Development Agency. Mind you, they already got it in the last term with the Supreme Court rulings or whatever the different court rulings where minority doesn't, you can be white and be a minority.
Yeah.
But they still want to shut it down.
Yeah.
Community service employment for older Americans.
Mama and Papa.
Yeah. Community service employment. Okay. Department of Labor for Women's Bureau. I missed where we closed the income pay gap, the wage gap for men and women. I missed that part. Oh, okay. NASA's Office of Science, Tech, Engineering, and Math Engagement. So I've said before that pipeline, that middle class that we built out with engineers and business administration and all of that stuff, they're trying to get rid of that. Okay, oversight. The administration that's concerned about waste, fraud, and abuse want to get rid of Office of Federal Contract Compliance Programs, which is a watchdog that makes sure there's no discrimination in contracting. So they just want all white men to get it. Chemical Safety and Hazard Investigation Board. Health and Living. Administration for Community Living, which supports older and disabled Americans' ability to live independently. So all of this talk that these women, and I've been on the shows with them this week. Oh, able-bodied. They like to say able-bodied Americans, or all these able-bodied Americans. Those are going to be the ones that have to get a job. No, it's older and disabled Americans that they're really targeting. U.S. Interagency Council on Homelessness. Y'all don't want to see homeless people on the streets. Y'all don't want people asking you for money, but you don't want to actually do anything to combat it. Oh, okay. The Department of Health and Human Services Prevention and Public Health Fund. You see what happens when you put the motherfucker who botched the pandemic back in charge? Patient-Centered Outcomes Research Trust Fund. Assistance. The Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. Northeast Heating Oil Reserve. Cash, medical, and other social service assistance for refugees and asylees. I know as soon as y'all hear refugees and asylees, y'all don't give a damn, but I've already listed 20 other things that don't apply to them. Legal and labor. They want to get rid of the Department of Justice's Community Relations Service, which works to mediate and confront community tension. Federal Mediation and Conciliation Service, which mediates labor disputes. Legal Services Corporation, which is one of the largest, nation's largest funders of civil legal aid. Media and Communications, they want to get of Radio Free, Voice of America, Radio Free Europe. They want to get rid of the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, private nonprofit that distributes federal funding to public media organizations, including NPR and PBS, which is what I'm reading from a PBS post right now. They want to get rid of that. Arts, they want to get rid of the National Endowment for the Arts, Humanities, Institute of Museum Library Services. Democracy and International Development, they want to get rid of USAID, Woodrow Wilson Center, Institute of Peace, African Development Foundation. They want to get rid of all kind of shit for the Native Americans, Indian Land Consolidation Program, Indian Guaranteed Loan Program, Institute of American Indian and Alaska Native Culture and Arts Development, Office of the Navajo and Hopi Indian Relocation Wildlife. They want to get rid of State and Tribal Wildlife Grants Program, Marine Mammal Commission, Multinational Species Conservation Fund, Neotropical Migratory Bird Conservation Fund, Cooperative Endangered Species Conservation Fund, and regional authorities they want to get rid of: Delta Regional Authority, Denali Commission in Alaska, DC Tuition Assistance Grant Program, Northern Border Regional Commission, Great Lakes Authority, Southeast Crescent Regional Commission, Southwest Border Regional Commission. And so for all of the people that said this week, and me included, oh, this is a distraction from that, this is a distraction from that, I just wanted to draw your attention to the carnage that these people want to inflict. These might be policies and programs on a piece of paper, but it's going to impact every facet of our society. And we're not saving any money in this. Our investment, our taxpayer dollars are going so that Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg can put up more fucking yachts, can take more vacations, and we're going to be the ones to suffer for it. More Reecie Colbert Show. Be right back.